You don't look like you're feeling well at all. And, you know, there's nothing like the sun to ruin a good day. I have a question. I'm easily amused at this point. I don't know why. I just am. What's going on with your grandfather is seriously heavy stuff. I guess I'm really not quite sure what to say. I mean, it's one of those things that it's yeah, it's a fact of life, but it's and you can talk about it rationally, but when it's right there with you, there's nothing rational about it. So anything I would say, I think, would almost be offensive, I feel, because I'm not going through it right now. And I wouldn't expect you to feel rational about the situation at all. You know, nothing rational about it. I have a question. Okay, Ian, I'll explain Ian. Ian, I know Ian, like I know you, in the sense that we've had some really great talks, and he's terribly misunderstood. I would say he has, I like calling it the artistic temperament, which makes him the way he is. I get lost when he starts talking about mathematics, and it's just not my thing. Math, but the last video he did on women, which I favorited for you, if you don't get a laugh out of that and an appreciation for his appreciation, one of my favorite parts of the video is the fact when he's talking about women, he's looking up, and I like the fact that he puts women where they should be, up on a pedestal, you know, pedestal. I guess it's pedestal. Endless Joe, again, I came in on the heels of him, and I think he put out a video from Mardi Gras. But besides that, I haven't really seen much. So hopefully, you know, hopefully he puts out. I know it's also wrong. Everything I'm saying, it just seems wrong and perverse and twisted, and plus I can hear myself echoing kind of in my head. Yeah, I've had many people. Steph Stans is one of them. Christopher Mast. Many people who have equated me and have literally introduced me as the female equivalent of Ian Crossland. And I'm not offended by that, but at the same time, I'm thinking, do people really think I'm that stoned? Do people, because sometimes, you know, he can be a little out there, and I know I can ramble, but I do edit. I don't know. I guess I'm trying to, and then so it was so strange is like when I punched up your name, when I subscribed to you, when we subscribed to you, your panic came up, and Day Became a Ghost came up. And when I punched in mine, you know, Heidi 1970 came up, and Ian Crossland came up. So that's a little, yeah. Yeah, I hope the Endless Joe puts out, and I hope that explains a little bit more about Ian, and I know him on a different level, and again, some of his videos I can't watch, and some of them I really enjoy, but he's someone I know on a certain level. I think we understand each other on a certain level, which I'm sure to very many people is extremely scary, but I can assure you that it's safe and harmless. No one gets hurt, and yeah. Okay, so I figure I'm going to take the liberty of choosing the next one. I think that's what I was kind of trying to get around to like 10 minutes ago. This is really hard to figure out who to choose, because there's some that I have that are just staples, that are like, you know, and then there's some that I'd really like to share with you. Oh, no. I know exactly who I'm subscribing us to is Wahahaha. I think it's Wahaha. I don't know how Matthias says it. His name is Matthias, and he's from Austria, and he is a fabulous human being, as far as I'm concerned. I think you'll enjoy his videos. I think you'll enjoy his views. He can be extremely funny, and he can also be extremely serious. The last video he put out is just very powerful. Not gonna make you, not a happy video. Not happy. Very, very serious. But again, very, very powerful. And damn it, he's just a nice guy. Just all the way around. He's one of my favorite people here on YouTube. So I am going to sub us to him, and I think you'll understand Matthias without any doubts or questions. I'd really like to hear more about your feelings towards your grandfather, and the fact that he's now passing and going through this phase. At the same time, it's extremely personal stuff. I'd love to hear it, but if you don't want to share it, don't. Or you can, of course, always do a video and private it, like I did the first one. And, like, I'm sure I will do some others as well. I don't think I have anything else to say, really, except that I really appreciate your advice and affirmation on just, I don't need that kind of shit in my life. You know, when I hear people are talking about me behind my back and stuff gets back to me and they're not willing to confront me directly on it, it's just, I don't have time for it. I just don't. And what really surprises me is the age group here that I'm dealing with, and the fact that I feel like I'm in fucking high school, and it doesn't seem to change. It really doesn't. When I was your age, I honestly really had some serious ageism. Like, I saw older people as older people. You know, 30 was ooh, 40 was you know, just all these, you know, a certain thing. You know, it's almost authority figures. And now I realize that they're just basically the same fucking people who have aged. And some have learned some things, and some have learned some really scary things, and some have become really wonderful people, but the essence of who they are doesn't change. It just doesn't change, and unless it's a choice. And then, of course, you can see through it just like anyone else who chooses, all of a sudden, you know, if you have a friend in high school who decides that they're going to be into the Grateful Dead, or you have a friend in high school that all of a sudden wants to be goth. You know, it's, you know, that, oh, speaking of, remember I was telling you about my, this is what I was going to say, glass. I don't see if you can see this. You can't see it that well, which is such a shame, because it's a really, really beautiful piece. You can see it a little bit better. It's almost like peacock feathers. And I'll just wear it like that. And I was asking, like, if I was too old to wear hemp. So I'm making several of these, actually, because I got several of these thingies, and I think this is my favorite one, and I'm excited about it, and I'm going to make more. It's one of those rote tasks that we talked about. I hope you're feeling better today, and I'm really rambling here, and I'm going to have a lot of editing, and the way that my computer's working, it might take forever for this to upload. Matilda needs to go out, and we'll catch up soon. There's no rush. I'm here, and yeah, you know where to find me. All right, woman. Take care. I'll talk to you soon.